Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz, and welcome back to the 48-cent ice cream review, where today I'm at MJ's Gelato and More in Norfolk, Nebraska, trying the two flavors, Bourbon Apple Butter Crisp and Coconut. Let's get started with the Bourbon Apple Butter Crisp. This looks like a beautiful flavor, I'm not going to lie. And I am seeing little bits of apple chunks in here, so should be good. See how it is. This is a delicious flavor. We're departing a bit from what a traditional gelato would be. However, it's wonderful. The mix-ins are perfectly proportioned, and the flavor is light. It does taste like a crumble or a crisp, as some people would call it. And you are getting those sort of smoky notes of a bourbon coming in very faintly in the back palate, which I think does justify its inclusion. You are getting little minced bits of apple, and that's coming across. You are getting the crisp, what's it called? The streusel, I believe it's what it's called, that is interspersed throughout, giving a good textural contrast to the ice cream. Overall, a very well-made flavor, though it does reminisce more of ice cream than gelato. Let's move next to the coconut flavor. I typically stray away from coconuts on the review, even though I love the flavor, simply because it does just taste like coconut in a lot of cases. There's not much else other than a coconut. But similar to a mango or a strawberry or any one-note flavor, there should still be some complexity we can explore beyond. And because I am filming this as it is Passover, and one of my favorite Passover treats is macaroon, which is a coconut shaving-based cookie, I do think it's fitting to have a bit of coconut ice cream right now. Now, I find that coconut acts a lot like mango in the way that it textures the ice cream or gelato that it's within. Even sorbets made with coconut have this extra creaminess that doesn't really feel like it should be right, especially given the water content of a coconut. And yet, as I consume this bowl of ice cream, I am just feeling refreshed. It doesn't taste watery, it doesn't taste icy, but it's coming onto the palate. You're getting that lovely, subtle, soft coconut flavor. It's not going to be a punch in the face from this gelato in the very least. And it's sort of washing over the palate and giving it a very cleansing and refreshing feeling. I feel hydrated eating this gelato, even though I know it's not hydrating me all that much. Now let's try the two flavors together and see if the coconut improves the apple butter bourbon. Now I think it's because the coconut's not trying to be too coconutty or artificial coconut, so that it's really just helping the bourbon apple butter crisp have a bit more of a smoother texture and mouthfeel. It's not contributing too much to the flavor, but it is contributing vastly to the texture. I think the combination of these two flavors makes it the best of both worlds, where it begins to taste like that creamy gelato, while also having that unique and in-depth experience that ice cream usually offers. I do like this combination together. I think it's transformative in a positive way. Now, it's funny. I don't think I've ever seen the ice cream stand theory of economics applied so heavily in one place. I'm trying to get to MJ's Gelato and More, and I accidentally walk into the wrong store, which has this big ice cream banner out front. I walk in, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get some ice cream because I don't see any ice cream display case. And there was a freezer, sort of tucked away that had other homemade ice cream, mind you, but it was in prepackaged pints. And I'm like, wait, this is definitely not where I'm trying to be. So then I walk next door, the very next door, on arguably the same row of building. I walk next door and more ice cream is advertised. This one actually had a real display case. I would like to go there, but I don't think I have that much room in my stomach for ice cream today. And I'm like, well, no, this still isn't the place I'm trying to go. The next door after that, MJ's. 3 ice cream stores in a row. Or at the very least 3 stores selling ice cream, homemade ice cream, in a row. I love to see that, although it is a bit confusing for any customers that are trying to walk down the street and get ice cream from a specific place. And so that brings me to my closing thoughts. Norfolk, Nebraska is going to be the place where you have a lot of options for ice cream. So when you come here, I can't necessarily recommend you go to MJ's Gelato and more than any other shop because I haven't tested them yet. But as it stands, MJ's is a great option with high quality homemade ice cream or gelato that is refreshing and delicious. At a decent price too, $4.50 for this split scoop single. When I'm back in Norfolk, I'll definitely try the other ice cream shops first, but ultimately I will come back to MJ's if I'm back in Norfolk, because it was a lovely little shop, mainly focused on gelato and coffee. I like that vibe. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to finefiltermarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.